Okay, so today we're going to talk about significant figures. This is the first one in our chemistry series. Significant figures are just figures, numbers, that are important for our measurement. And I broke it down into 4 separate rules for determining if a number is significant or not, or a figure significant. So number 1, all non-zeros are significant. So, for example, 42,765. That has 5 often abbreviated sig figs. All these are non-zeros. They're significant. Zeros between non-zeros are significant. So 7.008, these zeros are between 2 non-zeros. So those are significant. So we would say this has 4 sig figs. Zeros right of a decimal place that are after a non-zero are significant. So, for example, 48.930. Watch that later. Great YouTube channel. Recommend checking it out. This 0 is right of the decimal point, and it's after a non-zero. These are significant. So we would say this has 5 sig figs. Really, the only ones we're not interested in are what we call leading zeros, or zeros that are left of the first non-zero. So, for example, 0.000000071. All these zeros are leading zeros. They're to the left of our first non-zero, which is 7. So they're not significant. These are the only 2 significant numbers. So we would say this has 2 sig figs. Okay, so those are the 4 main rules we're looking at for significant figures. The only ones that aren't significant are leading zeros. Those are the ones to the left of our first non-zero. Everything else is basically significant. The other thing I want to look at real quick, just to show you, is exponentials. Let's start with just 900. How many significant figures is this? Well, just 3. 3 sig figs. 9 times 10 to the second. We would say this is just 1 sig fig from right here. If we say 9.0 times 10 times 10 to the second, 1, 2, this has 2 sig figs. If we do 9.00 times 10 to the second, you might be able to guess. 1, 2, 3. 3 sig figs. Now, this is kind of getting into the rules of multiplying with sig figs, and we'll talk about that in an upcoming video. How you're really supposed to round when you add and subtract, and there's also a rule when you multiply and divide. But I'm going to cover that in a separate video. This is just an introduction to significant figures, what they are, how to count them. This probably wasn't a good idea to give you right now, but it'll make a little more